Come on.
Fuck you, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig.
Nah, I won.
Welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons, and that was a tie, motherfucker.
Oh, nah, it came out my words. It came out my mouth first.
It didn't. You know what? We've got mediators right here. Anyway.
Not getting involved.
Yeah. So today is today is an odd one because we don't normally play on Sunday and only half the team is here, but we are going to do what we can. The funny part is all three of you are on separate stories right now.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. Malador, where you left off, was walking into Charlie's pot shop.
Oh.
Which actually
big bro hug.
Which actually I forgot to tell you the name of that pot shop. It's Fire in the Hole.
Hell yeah.
And Merida, where you left off, was the Crook House after meeting with Madame Ferrer.
Yes.
And having your moment.
Crisis.
Yes. Oh, and getting 2,500 gold for some teenager to draw you.
Yeah. Existential crisis.
Which that wasn't even a random number. That was a roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Just in case you're wondering, that wasn't me just going, hey, let's give her a shitload of money. That was, okay, well, I do what the dice tells me. And then Yorick, you left off getting into cart 2 of Trock's 5-cart carriage and getting pampered. Walking into a massage parlor. And that is basically where we left off. So, Malador, we are going to start with you.
Let's go.
Because you did not get a turn before we ended. It was supposed to pan back to you, and it didn't.
Because we cut it off.
We won't go there, but so we start with you.
Awesome.
So you okay, so you entered. Charlie gave you the there you go. Charlie gave you the bro hug. You asked for 2 pieces because you want to replace Merida's. See, Malador is getting nice. This entire time, he's been dealing with all this bullshit with the sashes and his father. The one thing on his mind is replacing Merida's bowl. You can't tell me his heart hasn't grown a little bit. See? Even the Grinch's heart grows by the end of the movie. Anyway.
And he dies because that's a medical condition.
And that's okay. You know, you have an enlarged heart for a little while and then, whatever. But anyway, so yes, that is where we left off. Was you and Charlie said that he was going to help you out, said that he got you back. And where he leads you from there is you walked into the front of the building, and I had described that the counter was about 20 feet long, and there were various bud tenders behind the bar, and then off to the left and along the back wall and to the right was just shelf after shelf of containers and beakers and boxes and bags of just everything that you can imagine. And it smells delicious in there because it's from the smokable kind to the edible kind to anything you can imagine. It's all in there. So after the bro hug and the exchange, Charlie leads you over to the right of the building, opens up another door. And when he opens that door, it becomes a whole other section of the building. So when you walked in from the left wall to the right wall, it was about a 50-foot space. And then from front door to the back wall was another 50-foot space. So it's a pretty decent sized shop. When he opens up that door on the right, it's another same 50 by 50 shop. And in this one, it's all manner of pieces. Bowls and bongs and hookahs and anything you can imagine is in there. Gotcha. All the creative shit is in there. From glass to clay to magic, what have you, is all in there. It would take too long to give you the entire list, so you tell me what you're looking for and I'll tell you if it's there.
I want something that has a shark. Like a shark piece.
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. he takes you over to the sea creature section, and it is it's crabs, and it is dolphins, and it's merfolk, and it's sharks, and it's squid, and octopus. You see one that slightly resembles Octavius. And then the sharks that you're looking for, there's clear and blue and green and red and just.
He's gonna
all
grab
manner.
a red shark one. I'm gonna
Hey, it
get
looks
this
like
one.
me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this one because it looks like me. And I want a panda one, a red panda one. They're very you probably don't even know what that is.
A red panda.
Yeah.
Can't say I do. Oh, are you talking about that fluffy thing that was with you
Yeah.
on the ship?
Yeah, the red one.
That was a panda?
Yeah.
She's a drinker.
Yeah, she is.
And she smokes too?
Mhm.
Why didn't you bring her to the shop?
Well, it's a long story, man.
You're full of long stories. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're here to get more than just these, yes?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to know if you still. I know back in the day you did that like weapon running scheme. Do you still do any of that?
Shut the door.
Got you. He's gonna turn around and close the door.
Okay. And as you turn back around, he's putting the two pieces into a box, wrapping them up and closing it, slides it across the counter. Those are on the house.
Thanks, man.
And then you
He's
see him
gonna-
kind of.
Fuck!
see
I
him-
don't have a backpack.
No, you don't. You see him kind of like scan around, like looking at the ceiling and like following it around, looking behind him, looking all sorts of down. Okay. I think we're alone in here.
Great.
He's gonna turn around and walk to a part of the wall that has a bunch of pieces on it. Like there's no door there,
Mhm.
but he's going to walk over to it, and he's gonna reach up to the second shelf from the ceiling, all the way to the back, and you're gonna hear. And then he's gonna step back, and that wall is gonna separate.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
He's gonna approach another closed door, and he's going to open it.
You are just full of surprises, Charlie.
Don't tell anyone about this.
Of course not. We're bros. Valder's gonna walk in behind him.
Okay. And it's, what are you looking for?
That katana.
That katana, is that considered non-magical or magical?
I don't know.
Let me see. It requires attunement, so it is magical. Okay.
Which he would know what it would be do. So he could attune it to me.
No, you have to do that.
How do I do that?
That's literally like taking a short rest. You sit with the weapon for an hour,
okay.
uninterrupted, and you attune to it.
That's fucking easy. I can do that in my sleep.
It depends on when you try to attune, but yes, most people when they attune, they do it during a long rest. Then they wake up and it's there. But yeah, that's how you attune. Is you just sit with it for an hour.
Gotcha.
Would Malador know about this weapon enough to be able to describe it? Because I know he doesn't have like pictures or anything about it.
He's just looking for like a katana type style blade.
Okay.
He doesn't know anything about no magic.
Fair enough.
He's looking for the coolest one.
Get off my screen.
As a matter of fact, he's even gonna look to him. Hey, what do you have for katanas? I know you used to have some really cool ones.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna point to one of the corners of the wall. This room isn't as big. This isn't a 50 by 50 room. This is like a 10 by 10. But he points over to one of the corners in the far right, and there's probably 3 or 4.
What do you know about
katanas.
them?
Absolutely nothing, man.
Damn. Do you know if they're magical at all? Anything?
Most of what I take in here isn't. Occasionally one slips in, accidentally or otherwise.
Let's see. How could I tell? Do you have any way?
No, I mean I don't have anything on me or in my shop that can detect magic.
I mean, there's one thing I could try, but I don't know. Let me just see. He's gonna just wave his hand. He's gonna put his hand over the blades, just to see if anything happens.
No. Does Malador have any special ability to detect
He has
magic?
detect evil.
Detect evil.
Which is his Ghost Rider thing, which is what you could. Which you said I don't have it yet, which that's why he's just trying to see if he can do anything.
Yeah. Not yet. Wait, didn't I give you a level requirement on that?
No, you did not. You just told me I don't have it yet.
Features and traits. Is it on your thing?
Yes, it is. It's in actions.
Well, I told you didn't have it yet at level 6, right? You've gone up since then.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd have that now.
Okay, so can I use detect evil on the swords?
You can if you want to.
Yeah,
that should just be. It's kind of like an attack, but you're not attacking anything. Let me read this.
You know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or
undead within 30 feet of you, as well as. But it's a creature, not an object.
Damn it.
So yeah, I mean, you wave it over the blades, it doesn't do anything. Nor do you detect anything else in the room.
That's good. At least I know that.
Yeah, Charlie's not some,
What do they look like?
I mean, they look like katanas. Pretty.
Dude, I'm gonna open them. Open each one of them.
Okay, I mean, the blade is self-explanatory. The handles, 2 of them are solid black with the traditional diamond shapes going up the middle of it. One of them is your favorite color, red. And then one of them is just silver going all the way up, which when you open that one, it hurts.
Right. Ah, fuck! God damn it! And he drops the silver one.
Yeah, that one's literally like you take it off the wall and you put your hand on it and it goes.
Yeah, he drops the sword. Ah, fuck! Sorry.
I guess I do have something magical in my room.
No. Were shark. Silver. Hurts.
We're gonna have to have a long conversation.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about conversation? He flicks his finger and flames come off of it.
We're gonna have to have a longer conversation.
Conversation.
He goes over and he picks the blade up and puts it on the wall. Well, this is it, man. We're making a lot of noise back here. Can we?
Yeah, fuck. How much for the red one?
The red one. Let me check and see, sir.
Need a backpack.
You do need a backpack.
I need a backpack. Fuck. I'm getting weapons and shit, but I need a backpack.
You got a box and a fucking.
I'm gonna have to fucking hold the box.
That one is going to run you 150 gold pieces.
Oh, fucking easy.
Which, yeah, you do actually have a good amount of money on you. You have what, 50 platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna try to persuade him to run it down a little bit.
Oh, by the way, You have 7 silver pieces.
I know.
Yeah. Silver.
Yeah, I know. I used all my gold.
Are you? You're aware and you're carrying silver.
Yeah. And?
It
You're
hurts.
burning yourself.
Well, all of his money is in like a pouch.
Yeah, when you reach into the pouch.
You know, when you reach into the pouch to try and pull the platinum out, your fingers burn every time you go in there.
Yeah, he doesn't understand why it happens. He just kind of does it. He's like, ow, ow, ow.
I got you. I mean, yeah, if you want to try to haggle, make a
Yeah.
persuasion, you have advantage on it anyway.
Yes, I do. 7. Okay. Let's see. Persuasion. So, 15.
I mean, it's a big risk and a cost for me to even get these, my man. I can't.
All right,
Like,
all right.
I'm giving you those.
How much?
I'm giving you those
150.
pieces for free. I mean,
Yeah, I got you. You know how it works.
and you didn't get this from me.
Of course not. 150. How much? I got platinum only.
That's
How much you want?
15.
15. Here you go. Yeah. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Fuck. And he pulls up. He gives all the platinum.
I've never seen money hurt somebody. Thank you.
Well,
Come on, out,
silver.
out, get out.
I'm going. He starts walking.
He's gonna shut the door, and as soon as he steps out, the shelves close. Go buy some weed. Get out of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sword.
Yeah, he already gave it to you.
Oh, okay. He walks out. Into
Yeah,
the
no, he takes the money and kicks you out. The sword's still in there.
That'd be something.
Yep, you can go into your inventory and equip a katana if you like.
Okay.
It's just your basic.
Inventory.
But yes, we are from here going to pan to Merida.
I don't know if there's a katana weapon, my guy.
There should be.
Should be.
I see one. Oh wait, yeah, I don't see one.
As you, Merida, return to the Crook House, confused and a lot richer than when you started. What would you like to do?
So since she hasn't technically counted the pouch yet, while she's sitting there having her existential crisis, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'll probably count that." So she'll take the pouch off of like her like belt or something, and like pour it out on like a small table.
I didn't find one.
Start counting.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean you reach what I say, 250 platinum?
250. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of sit there and just be like, "That happened."
It sure did.
Like, she's gonna sit there and just think to herself, these 4 children were stalking me for who knows how long, and I suddenly turn around and they shove pictures in my face. One of them asks me to sign it. Basically gives me gold, thanks me, and then runs away. And then another one starts crying because she doesn't know how to do feet. So I give her a paw print and she scurries along. But did I really get stalked by 4 teenagers and then had money thrown at me and then I have no idea what happened?
Pretty much, yeah.
Sounds like a hell of a night.
That's a good summary right there.
Quite the fan club.
Quite the fan club.
And then she's gonna get kind of disgusted and then like and then just scoop it all back up and put it back in the pouch and tie it back on her belt.
All right.
I'm gonna she's gonna just kind of sit there and ponder and think back to the memory she had of her village suddenly being engulfed in the shadow and be like, what was she trying to tell me? What was the point of that? And then she's also going to be like, why did she need to tell me where Yorick is?
That's another one. Like, what the hell?
And she is just gonna gonna sit there and kind of wonder where Garrison is now at this point. Be like, kind of like look towards the door. Be like, where is he?
Yeah, no, because when you're back at the Crook House and you sit down and you count the fresh food that was there before, it isn't there anymore. But after you're done counting and done contemplating, and you look around, you don't see anybody. Like you don't see the fairies that are usually buzzing around. You haven't seen Vidar. You haven't seen Latha, and Garrison hasn't returned. Isn't creepily laying down on one of the cots. You're the only one in here, as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna look around and just kind of be like, that's a little disconcerting. And then she's gonna kind of look around like, where did everybody go? Because she's like, well, she knew where Yorick was, obviously, from the vision. So,
Yeah, you immediately recognized
Okay.
that he was at Relictus, and you recognized Trock, and you recognized Ro, and then a strange goat person.
strange goat thing, half man, half goat,
Yes.
and then got floated to my village, and I'm like, now she's gonna just sit there and wonder, did I really come back to reality? Because then she thinks back to earlier in the day where Garrison was talking about, it's weird that everything is suddenly quote unquote back to normal. Like this could all be an act. And be like, okay. So she's gonna just kind of sit there and be like, what else could be an act? Like, she's gonna be like, is Malador actually with Ryle and Willow? Obviously I know where Yorick is. If Garrison is off fighting Sashes, is he actually fighting Sashes? Like, where's Vidar and Latha? Where are the
Merida's going crazy.
She thinks she is at this point.
Well, I mean, you gotta imagine everything that's happened in the last 2 days alone, and now she's literally alone.
Yeah.
So everything's just kind of like coming all at once.
Yeah.
We were all just imagination.
Is Merida in the hospital actually sick and just high on drugs? Who knows?
I often wonder that in real life, so,
The story.
I often wonder that in real life, if this is all just my imagination and I'm actually in a padded room just, I'm married with children. I'm married with children.
I'm not actually sick. I'm fine. I twitch. So she's just gonna kind of sit there and just kind of feel kind of depressed because she's like, okay, was I abandoned? What do I do?
Okay. In that moment, Merida,
Yes.
the the image that was forced into your mind after grabbing that hand with Madame Ferrer of your village being taken over by Shadow. That goes back through your mind over and over and over again, almost unwillingly, to the point where you start feeling just that tiny headache right here.
Judd is gonna be joining us.
Okay. That tiny headache right in the front of your head, like you're trying to stop this image, and it just won't stop going through your mind, just replaying over and over, from Pleasant Village to everyone being happy and studying their magic to just that dark cloud engulfing, and then it does it again, and then it does it again, and then it does it again. And after about the fourth or fifth time of that happening, you feel something touch your back ever so slightly.
That's creepy.
What do you do?
Nervously hits vape.
Everybody is desensitized to weird shit at this point.
She's just gonna kind of take a deep breath as like chills like run down her spine, and she's just gonna kind of like in a seated like kind of like sit up more straight and just kind of shake, just kind of pretend that I was probably feeling it, pretending it was there.
Okay.
Just kind of shake it off, but just not be harsh.
Shake it off, shake it off.
And as you are trying to convince yourself that it wasn't real, you feel it again. A little slower this time. And here. And it stops.
She's gonna take another deep breath, kind of keep her eyes shut, but like very quietly, but I'm gonna say it loudly so that everyone can hear me. Something I can help you with.
You seem quite lonely. You feel that finger again going down your back.
What the fuck?
That's a matter of opinion.
I can help you with that.
Think I can handle myself quite well, thank you.
Would you stop rubbing your face against my computer? Get out of here. Go. Come over here, not there. My nugget. But yes, so on that, in that moment, out of the left periphery of your vision, slowly starts to float around the room to the front is Yorick's book.
Nah. No
Now floating.
shot.
Now floating in front of your face. opened up to the page of Adam.
Treading on fire.
And the hand extends once again. But it's not Adam's hand.
It's the book.
It's the creepy, rotten hand you grabbed with Madame Ferrer. Now with a wrist and a forearm and an elbow attached to it as it reaches out of the book towards you.
Stop it. As you're just going to... She's gonna kind of tilt her head to the side, look to her left, look to her right,
And
turn around at the door, see that the door is still shut, and then she'll sit there and just kind of cross her arms. So I'm the lonely one.
And as you were sitting there doing all of this, it kept just slowly approaching and slowly approaching and slowly approaching until it grabs the scuff of your collar and says, "Your village awaits." I need a strength check.
Shit. Listen.
Actually, this would be a save, not a check.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
What did she
Where
roll?
are you rolling?
On Beyond.
Okay.
That's a nat 1 for a 2.
Oh, it didn't refresh at all. Okay, let me see. I was wondering what that reaction was for because I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I got a nat 1, and then I have a +1 to my strength save, so I have a 2.
Okay.
Dang, I have a +5 to my save.
Fantastic. All right. So, with very little difficulty, you get yanked in. Yeet!
That's tough.
And the book closes. And on that note, we're going to pan over to Yorick.
Welcome to the party.
And Adam,
All right.
if he'd hurry up. I don't know what he's doing.
All right. And Yorick, you've traveled in this in these carts before. You know that not everything is as it appears to be, and a lot of the times when you traveled in this, the time within the cart is different than the time out of the cart. You've known that.
Yeah.
So as you get finished with the pampering, you feel the cart come to a stop. And the masseuse that is inside has their face wrapped with a white cloth. All you can see is their eyes. I believe this is your stop.
Very well. If I have to.
Yeah, it didn't even show on the thing. That's depressing. It was the internet.
He's gonna.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna collect all of his stuff, and then he's going to leave. He's gonna leave 1 platinum piece as a tip.
Damn, Mr. Generous. Okay. Fantastic.
Where did you get platinum? Oh yeah, I gave you platinum.
Okay. And you exit?
Yeah.
All right.
There
You are
we go.
Judd's here.
all right. So actually, that's perfect because I can
Works.
incorporate him as well.
It's technically on your turn, Judd, so perfect timing.
What are we doing?
It was on yours and your turn. You guys have just arrived in Coast.
Easy piece of cake.
And as I was describing to him, because when we left off, you were in the kitchen in cart 4. Time works very different in this cart. Steven's never traveled in anything like this before. So while you're in that kitchen indulging and drinking and eating and everything else, to you it feels like a couple hours passed, and then all of a sudden you hear the stop, and the chefs turn to you. I believe this is your stop.
Awesome. I'm gonna get it out of the cart.
Okay. And as you get out, you are in the rich district of Coast City.
Excuse me.
So as you're looking around, you see the big lake where all the ships come in.
Lake.
Yeah, the big lake that you guys crossed on the flying
It's
ship.
literally called Coast City.
That's an ocean.
No, it's a lake. It's a pond. But yes, it's a pond. It's a pool. It's a pool. It's a kiddie pool. Because as you guys stop and you're looking around, there happens to be one ship that is flying overhead, exiting Coast City. There's one that is on the water coming into port. The one that is on the water coming into port, you notice immediately that it looks damaged and very rough. There's like a cannon that's broken on the left side that's just kind of dangling. Holes in the left side of the ship have been punched, and there's pieces of the material now falling off and floating in the water. A couple of the people that are getting off the ship are bandaged and bloodied, holding their shoulder, being carried by two people like crutches. So clearly something happened. But that is where you and Yorick appear, is in Coast City. So welcome back, Yorick. And Steven, actually, because you've both been here before.
Yorick's
Yeah.
he's gonna look around and just be like, "What the hell happened here?"
You know, that's just the ship on the port. But you guys are in the rich district. But yeah, Trock's gonna look at it. Clearly they got attacked. These waters aren't safe, everyone knows that. Why do you think I travel in this thing? So what would you two like to do?
I guess I'm gonna start looking for, I guess, a Brotherhood recruiter or something. Join the army.
We want you.
We want you.
Is that what you're
Got it.
looking for? Is that sign? Just some old dude wearing an American flag and a top hat that says "We want you." And it
Something
says
like
join
that.
It says join the Brotherhood on it.
Yeah, I'll start looking for my ticket to the Brotherhood.
Okay. With your knowledge of Coast City, you know that they don't really exist in the rich district. They try to avoid it. There's more business dealings in this part than actual presence.
Okay. I guess I'll start heading to the poorer district then.
Okay. All right. Trock does a similar thing to what I've described that Ryle does with the spider. He hits a button and it turns into a little briefcase. And he sticks it into his backpack. He kind of looks at Yorick at that reaction. Imagine if you were inside when I did that.
What happened to all the cooks?
See, they're not really real.
Oh,
They just think they are.
that's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad.
Talk to them, I don't care. What is there to do around here? You two have been here, right?
Crack? I don't know.
We've had so much going on that it's hardly time to sightsee.
Okay. All right. Crack is at the Crank and Yank. There's plenty of crack there, of all different shapes and sizes.
There's a checkbox for that.
Oh, I think there's an app for that. All right. There's always an app for that. Trock's just gonna start walking. He's looking for entertainment. Yorick, you haven't been with him for a long time, but you know he's not ever been the type that likes to sit still.
Yeah.
So he is just beelining it through the richest district looking for anything that might be fun.
I mean,
Or he's
was
gonna go
Malador,
create
though?
his own.
Was Malador
What's up?
any different?
Yeah, Malador is a shark.
Oh.
So he's different.
Do, York's
Steven, give me a perception check, sir.
Yes, sir.
But you have fucking advantage on it. Goddamn.
Okay.
See,
That's a dirty 20,
it showed me that roll. It did not show me Merida's roll.
and that's an 8.
I
Well, you got your 20.
my
Dirty
inner
20. Yippee.
back on my screen.
Mm.
So
Okay.
maybe it should show now.
Good test roll.
Like I said, you don't see like the presence of any brotherhood in here. You are able to catch wind of pirate types. You see 3 of them gathered in front of a door with a 4th one standing with their back to the door and like their hand on the latch as if they're trying to go in, just talking to these 3. But after a good like 5 minutes of looking around, that's about as close to a resemblance as you can see here. And that's like following Trock down as he's looking for anything fun to do. You spot these 4 people.
Okay. So they're just pirates?
They resemble them. That's his. Yes, Merida, we saw that. I see it right there. It's a
Okay.
7.
Can I go up to them and ask them about what might have happened to the damaged ship? Like, who would have attacked it?
Yeah, go up and ask.
What do I need to roll for that?
You just need to open your mouth.
Hey, the ship over there that is all destroyed, who would have attacked that?
And these are 4 humans now. Like are you goat? You're half
Yeah.
goat. Okay.
Half goat.
So just kind of strolling up. Hey, what's with the ship? They are going to look at you like a little reserved, and one of them is kind of chuckle. The one holding the door is just gonna laugh a little bit. One of the 3 will end up answering you. another ship. It happens a lot. More than likely, the attacking ship thought that they were a cargo. Looks like a lot of people got hurt.
But who would have attacked it? Like pirates, a specific organization, like
More than likely pirates.
Hmm.
What are you looking for? We don't see your kind around here very much.
I'm on a job.
Okay. Well, if you're looking for that kind of a job, I would go talk to the people on that ship.
Okay. I'm gonna not head to the ship. I'm gonna keep following Trock.
Like, this went nowhere. Okay. All right. I mean, they're gonna completely ignore you and just go back to their conversation.
Okay.
All right, Yorick, what are you doing? Are you following everyone in?
Yeah, I followed Trock in.
Okay. He stops at the inn with that symbol on the flag.
Wait.
Hey, Yorick.
Yes.
That's funny.
Don't remind me.
What's in here? And he's just gonna walk in.
Of course he is.
And I will excuse the poor drawing, but I will put this into reference photos. This is a symbol that is on the building flag. Malador, this is the one that I described as the library that became an inn upstairs. The one you stayed at where you thought Willow was with you and then she disappeared.
W drawing.
I remember that place.
Yep. No, that's not a butterfly. I had my kid draw it.
Yorick's gonna follow him inside. It's an inn.
Yep. And as you go in there, Yorick, that same weird axolotl, that slimy fish that was there before that didn't speak but ran around really fast and confused everybody. It's sitting at the desk, just kind of looks up, blinks a couple times, and just stares. Trox, huh? You want to eat that? And it just kind of keeps staring.
No, we don't need to eat him. Anyway.
Yes, and Stephen, to describe this, actually, I think you may have been with us on this one.
No, I don't think so.
As you walk in,
Spider.
when you approach this counter and you look back behind it, it's shelves and shelves and shelves of library books.
Ooh.
Off to the right is a staircase that leads up, and there is a sign at the bottom of it that says "in," and then on the right of, as you're looking at the staircase, on the right of it, there's a box with what looks like a coin slot, and then a bar that goes across the staircase.
Okay.
And yes, do you know what an axolotl looks like?
Yes, I know what an axolotl is.
Okay, I'm just
Would be so
checking.
depressed if you didn't.
Yes, they are the most annoyingly adorable fish ever.
Mhm.
Super high maintenance. Super high maintenance. Like, yeah, if you ever own an axolotl, owning an axolotl is like having a child. It is a 17-year commitment.
Yep.
You can't go on vacation. It'll die. Anyway, But yes, that is what you see, is rows and rows and rows of library books. Obviously, you can't see any of the books from here. There is no like barricade to get around the counter. There's just the fish guy and then the stairwell. There's a huge space between the counter and the wall for you to just walk back to the library if you wanted to. But
Okay.
that is what you see walking in here. Yes, that is an axolotl. And they are cute. That one is happy.
We love axolotls.
Yes. They're a pain in the ass when they're angry. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Trock is going to make his way back to the library.
That's where Yorick was gonna head
Mhm.
to.
Seems like all of you are. Okay. Fantastic. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. Anyway. But yeah, so the three of you actually end up going back to the library. That's funny. So that's cool. Anything in particular that you're looking for, especially Yorick and Steven?
I'm gonna look for Stephen King.
You know, why did I ask?
Why aren't
Would-
you surprised?
Would you be looking literally like with your hands across the bindings or just with your eyes?
Just
How
my
are you-
eyes.
So it's a perception check. That's why I asked. Yorick, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for information on like the history behind the symbol or the glyph, and also trying to find any mention of the possibility of what his book could be.
Okay. And again, are you looking with your eyes or your hands?
Eyes.
Perception.
My special.
Okay. So your 13 does not mean you didn't find it. It just means it takes you a while.
Okay.
So I'm literally gonna like how much do you want to find these is the question. Because with that roll, it's probably a good like 30-35 minutes before you actually find what you're looking for.
I'll look.
As you go down to the library, you look off to the left and the rows just keep going. You look off to the right and the rows just keep going. And then as you're standing in one of the aisles, there is they're about 6 feet apart and they just go. And it doesn't seem like there's an end to them.
Very big library. Okay.
Very big library. Yorick. Damn.
25.
Okay.
Huh?
You do not find anything that has to do with your book. You do find a lot of things to do with like theories on warlocks and the history of magic, and everyone's kind of like their own chicken scratch bullshit ideas of how it came to be, and then a lot of history on the thinkers, who they are, how they came to power, and their opinion on magic. And then of course the symbol outside. You find like one tiny page where, as you're reading about the thinkers, it's like over on the margin where someone hand wrote it in about the symbol, literally like crossing over some of the words on the page about the thinkers, writing with a heavier ink pen about the symbol outside. Just that, and the note on the page literally says, today marks the 5th time I've seen this symbol. What could it mean with a giant question mark? So to date, you've seen it twice. And yes, Stephen, you find your books. And no, I'm not going to give actual titles because I don't want to get sued. But yes, you do find your books.
Just gonna go find Trock and tell him to read it.
Yeah. You know, you find one called The Dulling, you know.
Find one also called The.
Called what? Called just
The. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Animal Cemetery.
There you go.
Animal Seminary.
Yep. Animal Mortuary. There you go. That's better.
Animal Crematorium.
Yeah. And the sit. Yeah, no one's standing here.
Standing.
No, he has one called the stand.
Oh, the
yeah,
stand.
so it's the sit.
The sit.
The one you find is called the sit.
Instead of the shining, it's the lining.
It's the dulling.
The dulling, yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday I had like the
also
Wikipedia
at the-
bibliography.
That. Instead of it, it's that.
Yes, that. Yes.
I said the, but that works as well.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's that.
Instead of secret window, it's secret doorway.
Instead of fairy tale, it's the wish.
I mean, dude, he has like 400 books. We could keep going all night. So,
I know.
but yes. So you do find the various titles, but no, we are not posting his actual ones, and I'm not saying them out loud because, yeah, that is a lawsuit I don't want.
No.
But you know what a lawsuit we do want is? Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve's butt
Yes.
plugs.
Adam and Eve's butt plugs. Yes,
got
I
and
do want that.
Not a plug.
and Feet Finder and whatever you two happen to be smoking right now.
See.
There you go. That could also be a butt plug.
Rick and Morty
Well,
Tornado 10,000
The new vape butt plug by Adam and Eve. There you go.
Don't forget about the Lego butt plug.
That's true. Oh my God, yes. Where did you put that? I can't remember where you was it.
I think I put that in the main chat.
Was that main chat or general BS? I
To
can't
you.
remember.
I'll send it to you.
Yes, please.
They'll have it, I promise.
Because I want to screen share that. That is so funny. But yes, you end up finding like
Merry Christmas.
5 of the titles here. So what was your intention with them? Just to see if they were here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find them here. And like you find 5 titles, but it's multiple copies of each title. And Yorick, how long were you going to spend reading about? There we go.
I was gonna spend a few hours.
Here it comes. Ha-ha!
Yes, and you thought stepping on them hurt. The new Lego butt plug by Adam and Eve. Don't hate us, don't hate us, Lego. Someone created this, and it's a work of art.
It is.
I've got it. Tired of your boring Lego builds? Need a new way to spice up your collection? Look no further than the new Lego butt plug. It's bricked loads of fun for everyone. It even glows in the dark for those looking to bring the fun into the bedroom after dark. Lego
There
butt
you go. Lego.
play set is not suitable for children. Lego is not responsible for any hospital bills incurred after the play set. Parental discretion is advised.
She was worried about the parentals.
Oh my God, I love that so much. You started talking faster when it got to that part. The fine print. Oh man,
Gotta make sure it's there.
that was perfect. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, all right.
Yeah, dinosaur 10.
Yorick, after you are finished with your reading, Trock is actually going to end up bumping onto your right side as you're holding one of the books, causing you to drop it on the floor.
Rude.
Gonna wait.
A simple "excuse me" would have been.
As he's like towering over you.
Yeah, he's got like a whole foot on me.
Hello.
Are you gonna pick that up? It'd be rude to leave it on the floor. And he just continues to walk.
Yorik's gonna let him get a little ways away before picking up the book.
So in this particular aisle, which was very strange because you walked down a couple of them to find this aisle. When you went straight back behind the counter, you went about 5 or 6 aisles to the right to find whatever it is you were looking for, just going up and down the aisles to peruse them. Even though the aisles are long as shit and it felt like forever getting to the end of it, they did eventually end. This one in particular was the shortest of them. As you grab down to bend over to get the book and you look back up, you see Trock actually go all the way down to the end of the aisle, and there happens to be a door there. And Trock, in his classic fashion, just kicks it in.
Oh, this.
Yorick, come take a look at this. And Stephen, even from a distance, given that it's a library and there's not a whole lot of space, but a voice will echo in a library. It's creepy as shit. I hate libraries. But you do hear Trock calling for Yorick.
Okay.
Do you ever think before you act?
Just get over here.
He's gonna walk over and check it out.
So as you make your way into this space, first of all, you're going to notice he's about as wide as the door frame. So it's a little bit difficult to get next to him and see what's inside. But as you've done before, you kind of weasel your way underneath one of his arms to look in. What's behind this door is a small 5x5 room, 4 wooden shelves on the left side of the wall, 4 on the back, and 4 on the right. Each one with 4 glass jars on each shelf. Inside those glass jars is fingers, ears, teeth, eyeballs, all different body parts.
That's rather unsettling.
On the left, all 12 jars are completely full. On the back wall, only the first 3 are full. And Steven, did you follow his voice?
Yeah, I'll follow his voice.
Okay. So by the time you get there, you see Trock standing in front of the doorway, and you see Yorick kind of like squeezed up underneath his right side to look in. But I mean, how tall are you?
I don't think I set.
You're medium size, so I mean that's
So that's probably
between like 4 and 6 feet.
probably
Yeah.
around like 5'5".
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so you'll see them kind of like tightly pressed up against the door. But yes, Yorick, that is what you see. And Trock's reaction, huh? You think that fish did this?
I have a hunch, but I'm not gonna question it.
I mean, is that thing the only one here?
I would assume so. I've only been
What?
in here once.
Let's go talk to him. And he's going to turn around. And as he turns around, Steven, he's going to bump right into you. Give me a dex save to see if you can get around him. Because he just turns around and starts going. Something you don't get advantage on.
Ha ha.
Oh, okay. But yes,
Still a
you do.
16.
You do manage to slip your way around him at least. But yeah, he just turns around and you have to put yourself up against one of the bookshelves for him to get by. But he just starts going right back up to the front of the library. As Yorick, you now have a very clear view of this room. All of the phalanges are human. You're not sure about the eyeballs, but the ears, the fingers, the teeth, they're all human.
Oh.
And now, Steven, without this big dude in front of the doorway, you have kind of like not so clear of a view because you're still at an angle being pushed up against the bookshelf, but you are able to see the left wall through the doorway. And you see exactly what I described. 12 glass jars, probably about that fat, about that tall. I'm trying to get into my camera here. But yeah, just full right up to the cap.
King is going to get into the doorway and take one big look around the room and then take out a pen and paper and start writing.
Nice. It's my next novel. All right, awesome. Yeah, fantastic. So yes, Yorick, in this weird reaction, you just see this goat you just met just take out a piece of paper and a feather pen and just start writing shit down. Love it so much. All right.
At
And
this
with
point,
that-
it doesn't surprise me.
And with that, we are going to pan back to Malador. So yes, you got your sword. By now, you would have bought your weed. I would say, like, how much were you planning on buying? Because you don't have a bag to carry it, and even though it comes in a bag, you don't have a bag to put it in. So you are muted, sir.
You're right. You're right. Do they have backpacks here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a backpack.
Okay.
And then, okay, so how much is a backpack?
Probably 2 gold. It's a backpack.
How about I give him the 7 silver to get it out of my bag?
Close enough.
Okay. Am I gonna take damage for getting out this 7 silver?
Yeah, you're not gonna take damage, but it's annoying.
Okay. Okay. 7
Depends
silver's
on how
gone.
long you. It depends on how long you hold it, but it's still
Okay.
just like you take it out of your bag and your hand starts to smoke as you're trying to just throw it onto the counter.
Okay. I'm gonna. So what in my backpack in my inventory is gone? What would you
That-
say is gone?
That is a good fucking question.
Because I feel like the crystals he would have put in. So like he wears like a belt, like a belt that has pouches on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then he also wears like a side bag, which is what
Yeah.
you said burnt.
The crystals, fire's mark, water skin.
The fire's mark was the alcohol.
Yeah. So the glass jars, the tinder box, the torch, that's all gone.
Okay, glass jars.
Your rope is gone.
Rope gone. The tinder box is gone, you said?
Yep. And the mess kit's gone.
Mess kit's gone. Got it. So I still
get
have
rid
my
of.
bedroll.
Well, that you carry on your back,
Got it.
not in a backpack. Contrary to popular belief, you do not put that in a backpack.
So do I have the fire's mark? The alcohol.
Yes.
I do?
Yeah, that you would have carried on your belt, dude. I know you.
Yeah.
That you would have kept access to.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
So yeah, just basically count the
Wait,
new
those 3
backpack.
glass jars, the 2 glass jars, those were those liquid bottles. Those are gone?
Those are gone.
Okay, that's fine.
The one
I
that
still
smelled
have the-
full and then the one that didn't smell like anything,
Mhm.
yeah, those are both
I
gone.
still had the crystals, so that's cool.
Yep.
Maldor's gonna look over to Charlie. Do you know where any, like, magic places are in town?
Well, given how much enchantment has moved to this area,
Yeah.
surprisingly they don't talk about the magic very much. So I would just ask around, but be careful who you ask.
Yeah, because I want to get the sword enchanted.
Oh,
Yeah, I want it to do cool shit. I want to kick ass, man.
well, that I would go talk to Viper in the Water District.
Where the fuck is that?
That's
I don't think I've ever been to the Water District in my life.
so you know where the Crook House is.
Yeah, it's where I usually live.
Further east of there and underground.
Underground? How do I get underground? Great.
That's the most I know. I've never been there and I'm not going there.
Got you.
But
Okay.
there's bound to be people out there that know more than I do. Just be careful
Viper,
who
you
you talk
said?
to. Viper.
Viper. All right, I appreciate it, man. You got me what I needed. You're a man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna see if I can steal this ship outside.
By the way, where is that weird looking fellow you came in here with?
I don't see him, and I don't care.
As you look around, there's no trace.
He was my Uber driver. He's gone.
What's an Uber?
Taxi.
What's a taxi?
He drove me here.
Ah. Come on, man. Anyway, all right.
Eldor's in the know.
Safe travels out there.
Yeah, I'll be back sometime soon. I'll come see you for sure. All right, I'll see you. Maldor's gonna walk out.
Okay. That
Do I see
and the squid ship is still hovering there.
mine? Maldor's gonna be like, bring me up, ship.
It does not move.
Well, this is gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an idea.
I was also very unsatisfied with the size, just letting you know. So the ship, from the roof to the bottom of it, is about the size of a one-story home. It's 10 feet.
Right.
So it's not the triple stack. It's just one. And then
Okay.
from the back to the front, so it's longer than it is tall.
Got
And it's shaped like a squid. But it's hovering. It's hovering about a foot above the roof, so it's 11 feet in the air.
Can we
and
retcon
then-
it to say it looks like Octavius?
No.
Yeah.
That
I'm
would
gonna
be
paint
fun.
it I'm gonna paint it eventually.
That would be funny though.
Maldor's
That's
gonna
where
try to-
Octavius went.
He became a fucking ship. Maldor's gonna climb up the side.
The side of what?
The ship.
It's 11 feet in the air.
Okay. Fuck. I'm gonna take out my cards and start shuffling through them. Just see what I can find. Anything flight related, maybe?
You find another card that has the star pattern on it.
I'm not using that.
You find one that has what look you find one that looks like it has bird wings and angel wings.
That's risky. I'm gonna write that down.
What could possibly be risky about it?
Death.
Come on. It's not like one of the cards that actually did something good healed everyone in the room.
And killed
And
me in the process.
everyone in the room. And, you took all of that in damage. But that's not the point.
I know, it is the point.
Oh no, I'm
How am I
no,
gonna
I'm
get on
sorry.
ship?
Hang on. I pulled a dumb. It's 1 foot above the roof. Yes, that means that it's 1 foot off the ground. That is my bad. Yes, you can climb the side of the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna climb on top of the ship.
Okay. Give me
I have
Dex check.
advantage in Dex checks. I have advantage in Dex checks because I'm a rogue. $15 for my first roll, and a natural 20 for my second roll.
Okay. You get up. You climb up the side of it pretty quick.
All right, let me drive the bus.
Let you do what?
Let me drive the bus.
Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Riding on the bus. You're on the short bus.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the short bus.
Okay, that's 3.
Don't you smile, Judd. You're not allowed to smile at
4,
that. You're gonna get it
5,
in the other server, mister.
6. Okay. So as you climb up and you get onto the top deck, the tentacles that were curled up in the front of it unwind, and now there's 6 purple, slimy, squid-like tentacles that are flapping around. All 6 of them make strikes at you.
Oh, fuck! Okay. That's great.
Make a perception check for me.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Wait, I have advantage. That's better.
Okay. With that, you
15.
took a total of 19 slashing damage.
Halved.
What was your perception roll?
15.
Okay. So as all 6 of these are slashing at you, that would be 9 if it's halved. You look over to the left of the ship and you see the chair that he was once sitting in.
Arm run into the chair.
Okay. Yeah, they try to slash again. What you are noticing is the tentacles are actually, they stretch long enough to reach from the front all the way to the rear of the ship.
Yeah.
And as you bulldoze your way into the chair, the tentacles make one last attempt and they all just kind of freeze for a
He
second.
goes, stop! Wait! Am I good?
And your ankles
Oh,
get
fuck.
sucked to the chair. And your hands are up.
Oh,
A tentacle wraps around your right hand, yanks it down to
Shit.
the chair.
oh,
Wraps around your left hand, yanks it down to the chair.
oh.
Two tentacles about that wide wrap
Oh,
around
no.
your torso,
Oh, no.
stick you
Oh,
to the back of
no.
the chair.
Okay. Yeah, great. Great.
Yes, perfect. Yes, perfect. And I mean, you don't hear anything. That's just what happened. So the big tentacles from the front stopped when you yelled stop, but then you got wrapped to the chair.
Chair open!
Nothing's happening.
Ship fly to Crookhouse.
Nothing's happening.
Don't attack me. Friendly.
Nothing's happening. Squeezes a little tighter.
Friendly. I'm fucked.
Panic.
Charlie. Charlie.
Squeezes a little tighter.
Charlie. He just keeps yelling Charlie.
Give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, Maldor's dumb. That's a 14.
Okay. Through all of this panic, you are able to determine the louder you yell, the tighter they squeeze.
Grandma?
Maldor stops. He's like, fuck.
Ew.
So, you're just gonna lock me here?
No response.
Grandma!
I was just looking for a ride, if I want to be honest. I just want to, you could let me from the chair. We could have a nice ride. I could let you be on your way.
No response.
Can I make a insight check?
4.
How to get out of this fucking situation I'm in.
If you want to, sure. Insights to see through puzzles if there is one.
That's a 16.
There is no puzzle. He's just stupid.
Well, I mean, at this point in time, you are so tight to that chair that you can't even bend one way or the other.
Yeah.
So as you look as far as you can to your left and as far as you can to your right, you don't really have a good vantage point to see
Right.
anything. You do notice the only part where it tightened is around your torso. But given that it also went around your elbows.
Right.
So leaning forward also isn't much of an option. Like you are
What do
you
I
are
do here?
you
Now
stopped
do it.
yelling. You stopped yelling, so it quit getting tighter. Like it's to the point where it's ready to break ribs.
Yeah.
If anyone knows what that feels like.
Maldor completely calms down and everything. He's like, so hold on. Wait a minute. You're literally crushing me. I don't want to die. I'll leave the ship.
You saying all this out loud?
Yeah.
No response.
He's like, in his mind, he's like, fuck.
Loosens.
Okay. In his mind, he's like, let me out of this chair.
Loosens.
Out, please. Cool. Fire the lasers.
Nothing happens.
Damn.
You are free though.
Okay, in his mind, he's gonna say, off to the Crookhouse.
It just kind of slowly starts to drift up and then forward a little bit, back down. You're getting the sense it doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh. Manual control.
The chair
Nice.
the arms lift, break themselves in, and then the ends of the arms go up.
He's gonna take the what would be the joysticks and start flying to the cookhouse.
Okay. I mean, as you're trying to move them, they're not moving. They're not joysticks. They're like solid pieces of armchair.
Ah. He's gonna say in his mind, where's the joystick?
No response.
That way.
Are you pointing somewhere?
Yes. That way.
With one hand, you say that way.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
With both hands, that way.
It just.
Oh shit. Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Like a 24.
Okay. So as you're trying to figure this out, you suddenly start to feel these little nasty, slimy tendrils climbing up the back of your neck and go underneath your ears and then into your ears.
Oh.
Speak direction.
Thank you, boat. Drive, down the street this way, take a left, and then take a right, then go down the main road, and then we'll hit the Crook House.
I don't think you have any idea where you are, but okay. To be honest. Note to self, straight shot to the Crook House, but you already gave it directions, so this is going to be fun.
Shit.
So as you say this with your hands on the parts, it just
Oh my fucking god.
it glues you to the back of the chair and just and as you're screaming, it is very, very, and I mean, like, you're like this now. Like, even with all your strength hanging on, it is gluing you to the back, and the back of the chair only comes up to your shoulder blades, so you're arching backwards, looking up in the air at this point, and very, very calmly in your head, my name is not Ship, my name is Gladius.
Thank
And it
you,
just
Gladius. Please stop. God!
Yeah. It just, yeah, give me a dex save, dude.
I have advantage in dex save.
That's against effects.
Man,
This isn't an effect.
okay. Then that would be... What did I even roll? I think I rolled a 7.
Okay. So as
7
you
plus, it would be an 8.
yeah, so as you yell stop and it goes from Mach whatever to 0, you fly forward out of the chair and just like skipping a stone across the deck of the ship as you slide to a stop, being thrown probably 10, 11 feet. You find yourself at the front of the ship, laying on the very beginning of the long tendrils that go out toward the front of it, with the tiny ones still attached to your back. And as you lay there on your back, look, you can feel them still attached to the chair way back there.
Mm-hmm.
So like the pressure on your head is keeping you this way. As
I
you finally land.
apologize, Gladius. Put me back in the chair.
And you get just, yep. You just get yanked until you're back in the chair.
Well,
at your
that
command.
was something. I was not expecting to gain a ship today. So, what are you? Since you're not really a ship. Gladius.
I am an entity not of your world. Not sure why I was brought here to begin with. But since I'm here, I may as well make myself useful.
Sounds good to me. Can you fight? I said fire the lasers and nothing happened, but
I hit you with my tendrils, didn't I?
true, but lasers are a lot cooler.
Then give me lasers.
How do I give you lasers? You know what? We'll talk about this another time. I need to go get my sword enchanted. So, we're going to the, Crook House. Can't you, like, go in my mind and get the directions?
Sure.
Awesome. Go ahead. You might see some crazy shit in there.
Give me a wisdom save.
Is this to fight it or to...
No.
What is this? Okay.
Just give me a wisdom save.
That was a pretty good roll. 14, 15.
Okay, so that's a pass. Da, 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 da. So that would be on a pass. That's 12, so 6 points of psychic damage
Okay.
as it peers into your brain as you told it to do. It just lunges itself into your memory bank.
It's fine.
And you can literally feel the tendrils like tickling your brain behind your eyeballs. It's a very weird feeling. But yes.
You know, I didn't think I would be into tentacles, but you know.
You know. You went to the crank and yank like 3 times. I can't. You're pretty much into everything now. So yes. It finds the directions to the Crook House and starts to head that way.
Thank you. Glad
Pan
to see
over to Merida.
Hello.
Hello. You wake up from what feels like one of the worst nightmares you've had. Confusing, scary, funny at times. But you wake up laying on a gravel road
Okay.
in the middle of the daylight. And as you blink to get your vision back and you kind of look around, you see straw and hay and clay and mud huts all around you in every direction as gray and red pandas begin to approach you from your periphery.
you left us to die.
And one voice in particular, old, grainy, but familiar. Is that my Merida?
Oh no.
As the gray, now almost white, elder of the village, known as your grandmother,
Oh no.
starts to approach with her cane as quickly as she can. It is my Merida! Starts going a little bit faster until she finally catches up to you.
Merida will just stand there and be like,
How did you get here?
that's
Would you like some milk and cookies? Yeah.
that's a story for a later time. How you been?
Well, you know, And I mean, as you're looking around, like all of your siblings are there. You're the only one that ever left the village, but now you can actually confirm that. Like all of your siblings are there, and it looks like there's more to them. Like some of your siblings had kids. So like on your left side, there's like 30, and then it just surrounds you in a giant circle. And they're all kind of like, you've been on your own for a long time, so just having a bunch of your kind creepily approach you ever so slowly.
Yeah, and she also realizes that she is probably changed her look compared to what she used to wear when she was being raised.
Yes.
So she's in more of like ripped, torn, black necklace made out of like bones, spikes, like just like dark clothing with like a leatherish belt, and like she has like a couple of like bone pieces like in her hair. So she absolutely knows that her family is awkwardly staring at her.
Yes. And the majority of them that, aren't wearing patches of armor here and there aren't wearing anything.
Yep.
Yep. So your grandmother tries to offer you a hand, but then is immediately met by two others that kind of flank her on the left and the right to come in and offer you a hand. Because as she's offering you a hand, she's like trembling and nearly taking herself to the ground as she does it. When you left, she was not this frail.
I'm aware. That's like she knows everyone's staring, but she just knows something's off. She
Do
just
do you accept the hands that are trying to get you to your feet?
yeah,
Okay.
because she's just kind of off put by what she is seeing, so she's just gonna instinctively, because she kind of knows these people but kind of doesn't, kind of thing.
Okay. As you get to your feet, one thing that becomes alarmingly clear is this elderly woman who actually is taller than you.
Yeah.
As you stand up, she is shorter than you because she's like hunching forward. So her frailty becomes even more clear as you come to your feet. How much she's actually hunched over and has the cane to keep her up. And just like the not really malnourished, but definitely skinnier. And although the hair is going from gray to white, showing age, there are thin patches and parts that are missing hair altogether.
I'm just kind of stand there and just kind of look her over and kind of have like a look of concern, but not really say it. And just kind of internally just kind of like scratch my head and be like, what is going on? Like she knows something's off. She just isn't quite sure what's going on at this point. Like she's curious why the book brought her here. She's curious about what she saw. And now her grandmother is frailer than she's could ever see someone be. So she's just kind of distraught, I guess. Distraught and concerned.
Your younger sister approaches you on the left, Tyr. She's been getting worse ever since you left. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad you're here.
Arya. She's just gonna kind of like bombastic side eye to her sister.
And even with that side eye, you notice the same thing with her. Your sister, younger than you, healthy, like full red panda. Little, thin, and missing patches every so often. Not as frail, up on her feet, able to hold her own weight, but the same thinned out and missing patches. This, my dear sister, is happening all over our village. And it began with Graham.
Okay. Let's talk.
Over some tea, yes?
Sure. Sounds great.
All right. I need a dex save.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. I love that response. Of course I need a dex save. What the hell?
That's a natural 20.
Okay. And give me one more. That was a good one. Give me one more.
Oh.
Okay, so
Kill me.
Merida is going to perform like fucking like monk and rogue type shit as two of her brothers come up behind her while Tyr is standing in front distracting her, hears them coming from both sides and just leaps backwards in like a barrel roll and lands on her feet going ha ha, and then just gets tackled from the back by another sibling down onto the ground. It's Merida! As they start like noogieing the back of your head.
Mm. Would you mind getting off me?
This one is Foul, your youngest brother, who actually happens to be the biggest. As he rolls off and lifts you up to your feet.
Now that's just disrespectful.
We have a lot to catch up on, sister.
Yeah. Oh, I've been told.
Come on, let's go eat. And like as he is following Tyr to the hut, you literally see like on his left ankle is a fish line. And attached to that fish line is 6 different fish as he's just walking, and every time he takes a left step it drags across the gravel road. And then he has another one over his left shoulder. And he's just eating them as he as he approaches the hut.
Fat ass. My friends think I eat a lot.
Yeah. Merida's what, like 5'5", you said?
I am 5 foot exactly.
5 foot exactly. So
I'm tiny.
yes. Yes,
Remember-
actually. Yes.
Black sheep-
You had said that you wanted to be the run. So you
Black
at 12 being, I think that was what, young adult?
Yes.
Okay. So 12 at young adult, Thal is actually 6,
Yes.
and he is about 5'10",
Yes.
about 200 pounds. So he's the
How
biggest
old is
one.
Merida?
He is the biggest one. What?
How old is Merida?
I think her kind only lived to like 20 or 30, and she's 12, so she's like young adult age.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something like that because
Yep.
their age range. I think their age range is like maybe 60, if that. So, and like adulthood is considered like young, like maturity is considered 12, like young adults, so like what we would consider 21, if that makes sense. It's weird.
Okay, yeah, they reach adulthood, like adulthood at 16. So you would be a young adult at 12, like just getting into it. So in perspective, 19, 20 for us is about what Merida is, like young adult. Oh, they live up to 250. So never mind.
Well, in her village, like they get their bloodline.
Yeah.
At 13. Like 12, 13.
Yep.
And that's when I was ejected from my village, was when I chose my bloodline.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, so I can actually put this into better perspective, especially for you, Merida. Your kind can live up to 250. You know that your grandmother, the elder, is probably 60, 70, and
Yep.
looks like she's ready to kick it. And she should have 90 years left on her.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So after all of that, all the shenanigans and all the hubbub, you are eventually brought in, sort of against your will, into the tiny hut that you were once raised in, and it has not changed at all from when you left. It is still just clay, mud, stone, bricks here and there to keep it together. A round building that your brother Thal barely fits in. So he actually waits outside and just continues gnawing on his fish, as Grandma and Tyr and yourself go into the hut. And there's a tiny table with 3 chairs and a tea kettle, and they just start pouring the little cups. Which to you now, with all of your adventures, I mean, like, before you left, it seemed like that's a lot of tea. Now it's, what the
That
fuck?
ain't crap.
Yeah, exactly. With as much as you've been able to indulge out there and all the years you've been gone, these little cups. The fuck is this?
You you call that a cup?
You call that a cup?
Not-
All
that's
right.
not.
Exactly. All right. And with that, we are going to pan to Yorick and Steven. Welcome back. Wake up. So yes, we clocked you guys at Steven pulled out some parchment and a feather pen and started jotting things down. Yorick, what would you like to do? Because Trock took off.
Yorick's gonna try to keep an eye on Trock so he doesn't get into any more shit.
Well, he went to the end and took a hard right,
Run away, goofball.
which means you can't see him anymore.
Run away. The voice in your head says run away.
I don't trust the voice in my head.
Which one?
Exactly.
Which
Yorick,
of the birds are you talking about?
Yorick, very rare. Give me a perception check.
Hey, yo. He's got like 1,000,000 passive perception.
I know. He also has advantage on perception.
It doesn't matter. He rolled an 8.
Okay. As you are trying to clock where Chalk went and figuring out what the hell you just saw in that closet, you notice your backpack's running a little late.
Ha ha, loser.
Well,
It's mine now.
It's I'm gonna have the book eventually. Damn. Everybody's getting to
my
pass it
book.
around.
rude.
I did not steal the book. The book chose me. So, hush your face.
You can see it on Yorick's face. He's so jealous.
You stole my book.
I didn't steal the book. The book decided to go in my direction. Don't blame me.
Depressing.
All right, I am going to. I'm gonna check
Where the fuck is
and
my book?
notice that the book is gone.
Merida sipping on that book.
I mean, like, do you just push on the bag or do you look in it?
I'm gonna stop and look at it.
You see one piece of parchment in there.
be back later.
It says be back later. Piece of shit.
All right, I'm gonna take that paper out and read it.
BRB went to the bathroom. Be back in 10.
Never going to believe this.
Nope. You take out the piece of paper and on it, again in abyssal, says,
BRB.
"She needed my help. Just say please."
BRB. She needed my help, BRB.
Understood. He's gonna fold the paper back and put it in his bag and continue trying to find Trock.
This fucking goofball. Why wouldn't he just...
I have my reasonings.
I don't know. You just wanna... You want, Trock to be your new little spoon. That's cool.
Nobody tell Fedor.
No. It'd be Big Spoon.
Sorry, you want a new big spoon. I got you.
Yeah, Yorick is the little spoon.
Good little spoon.
Yorick is Little Spoon.
Yes. He can't replace himself. All right. So do you go after Truck?
I'm gonna try to track him down.
Okay.
As you said, you did say he just gone.
Yeah, he went to the end of the aisle that you entered at earlier and took a hard right, which you can only assume means he's going up front, but you don't know because you immediately lost him around the corner. In your small state of confusion, you look up from the page and he's gone. Do you try to follow?
I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back to the lobby.
Okay. Oh, Steven, give me a performance check. I want, even though you have a +10 in advantage, you fucking freak. I still want to see how well you write this. How well you write this little story of yours.
Okay.
You're on mute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just a performance.
No, I'm
So,
not. I'm not on mute.
well, you were talking so quiet it sounded like you were on mute. All right. You said you're heading back to the lobby?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you turn, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Also, okay,
Just-
that's a 29. Or wait, no,
Okay,
that's not
well
20.
that's
Yeah, that
that's
is a
going to be
29.
another New York Times bestseller, so you're okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Yorick, as you reach the end of the aisle and you turn right, you notice a couple of things. One, you see footprints that are very identical to the size and shape of tracks going through a large blood trail, starting pretty much immediately when the corner was turned. Two, that single piece of parchment in your bag starts to glow red. Poof, 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 poof.
Here we go.
Right. I am going to take that. I'm going to take that piece of paper out.
Okay. And you unroll it, and the words have changed. It now just says, "I told you, just say please."
He's gonna say please in Abyssal.
Okay. And you are. And as Malador tries to figure out his new ship and get himself to the Crook House, and Stephen is writing his next bestseller, and Merida is in her tiny hut getting an earful from her siblings about why she left and the how could yous, Yorick appears about 5 feet off the ground and face plants onto the same gravel road that Merida was just lying down on in a very awkward straw hut village. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Awesome.
My friend. Oh no. Here we go.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so now let's just draw. Okay, so we've got Stephen and Malador in Coast City in 2 different areas,
It's also yours.
because Malador is in the mid district outside of Crankanyang. Stephen is in the rich district at the library. So that's already 2. Now Merida and Yorick are in her village, which no one knows where the hell that is. So he ha. But Garrison is also in Coast City in the poor district eating people. And Vidar is back at the Crook House.
With Leatha.
How many different fucking stories do we have now?
A lot.
Not enough.
Not enough.
We can manage
It's
more.
okay, because when Malador goes back to the Crook House, him and Vidar can link back up. Garrison is near the Crook House, so maybe we'll be able to make it less. I don't care about the camera panning as long as you guys are okay with it. I'm just saying, like, now, yeah.
I'm gonna try to get Garrison and Vidar to help me find this Viper person.
Which they might. I don't know what they have going, but Vidar still has to get here and level up his character,
Yeah,
because he didn't.
he gets new things.
Yes, he does. But he should be
He
back.
also probably gets way more cursed.
Yeah.
You know, things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
He's probably gonna die. He hasn't cared about that at all.
I mean, he really hasn't given himself time to care.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's involving in everyone else's stuff. But yes, some exciting new developments. I can't wait to not write most of this, because I usually don't. But it's gonna be fun. Merida's annoyance with being home is hilariously fun.
Cause well, she's just kind of like they're sitting here. Oh my God, we've missed you. Where have you been? Bitches, you threw me out. So she's a little confused right now. Like y'all are saying we miss you so much. You should have never left. It's like y'all black sheeped me and threw me out.
Well, you know. Then they'll probably claim, I don't remember that part. You're just making it all,
Being dramatic.
You're imagining things, and you were really into that moonshine. You probably just imagined it all,
Moonshine.
really into that tomato juice. All right, guys, I'm glad y'all showed up. We haven't done this on a Sunday before, so this was
No,
nice.
we have not.
I wouldn't say we progressed much, but we did progress, so that's
Yeah?
cool.
I got a ship.
Don't have to walk anywhere anymore.
Yes.
And a tentacle fantasy.
And a
Oh.
tentacle fantasy. See? Adam and Eve's butt plugs. Get
Yeah.
your tentacles.
Get your
Get your
tentacles.
tentacles.
Yeah, you can get them. We
See,
might get ship tentacles.
See, you tie the tentacles around your waist so that butt plug really goes in, and then it stays there longer. And no matter what you try to do, if you don't untie those tentacles, it doesn't go anywhere. It just digs itself in more and more and more.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. What are we doing?
We're ordering things off Adam and Eve's
buttplugs. Yes. And if you want to combine your fantasy with feet at Feet Finder with Adam and Eve's butt plugs, I'm sure they would be more than happy to give you a foot.
Yeah. They'll cut it off for you.
They'd be more than happy to give you a foot. I'm not going to say where it came from.
Don't worry about where the blood is and whatnot. It's a foot.
You just clean that part off.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
and it'll be good.
All right, guys. Hey, whoa! I didn't do it.
Meredith's pissed.
Why the fuck you on the counter?
She's still in character. Right. Yelling at Grandma on Oh, hey, Grandma! Now I get to make her a character sheet. Your grandma's a cat.
Grandma's in my life.
No,
There you go.
No, it's our son. Thank you.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Our son, who thinks it's okay to be on the counters because we allow Grandma on the counters, but because Grandma is allowed on the counters, he can't be on the counters.
Problem.
All right, guys, have a great night.
Yeah.
See y'all next Saturday.
In here.
Saturday.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you showed up.
I just had to spam him.
Hell yeah. I didn't know
Alright,
if he
see
was going to
everyone.
show up at all, but yep. See you next Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peace.